What's good, y'all? Thanks for stopping by the channel, 90s Handheld Gamer. So today, I'm pretty hyped to be taking a look with you all at my physical Nintendo GameCube collection. So the first game we're looking at here, Luigi's Mansion, the Player's Choice Edition. This one I never had as a kid, but I rented a few times, never beat it. I wasn't the best at games as a kid when I got my GameCube at about 9 years old, but I'm glad to have this now and be able to play through it and beat it. Looking forward to doing that. I was playing the 3DS version of this, but I just kind of didn't like the way the controls felt, so I'm going to try to beat this on the original hardware on the Nintendo GameCube. So the next game that I have on my list, Super Smash Bros. Melee. And in my opinion, if you have a GameCube collection, if you like fighting games, this is a must-have game in your Nintendo GameCube collection. This is one that I've repurchased. I had it as a kid, complete in box here, manual and everything. But my GameCube broke as a kid, stopped reading disc, so I got rid of all my games. So about 3 years ago, I started building my collection back up. Now next here we have Mario Kart Double Dash. And this one is also complete with the manual. It's a little fallen apart there, but still complete. This is a really fun racing game. In my opinion, this is one of the best Mario Karts. It feels much more loose and fast, actually, than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which I kind of like. You have the two racers on one kart mechanic. Definitely a great classic GameCube title. Next here we have SSX On Tour. Had to look at it because this is one that I really haven't played much. It's a fun game. It also features these characters, Luigi, Mario, Peach, exclusively on the GameCube version. But the controls are just kind of hard to get for me. It's fun, and I was doing okay at it, but it's something I would have to spend more time getting used to. Now, NBA Street V3 featuring Nintendo All-Stars. Now, I think that's pretty awesome how they're in this NBA game with all the NBA players and legends. NBA Street was a game that I was a big fan of as a kid. Volume 2, I know everyone who was into this series knows about that one, but V3 probably has more content, better content, I would say. Not a better soundtrack though. Alright, Pokemon Coliseum. Now this is a high quality reprint case here, actually. Not even gonna front and pretend like it's the real one, but I'm really glad to still have this game in my collection. Doesn't have the manual, but does have the disc there. I actually had to trade some games that I didn't really care about to get this one because it sells for so expensive now. Seen it at a retro store, traded up for it. Still had to pay a little bit, paid around 30-40 bucks. Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness. Now this is one I never played. I did play Coliseum as a kid, but that one was so brutal that I never beat it. So I'm really looking forward to playing through that one and then playing through this one as well. Doesn't have the manual, but just glad to have this in the original case. You can see it kind of has that shiny holographic design on it. I'm really looking forward to playing through these games out of all the games in my collection. Custom Robo. This game is awesome. It's kind of like an action RPG, but it's its own thing. It's a little different. It's not a traditional action RPG. You have your custom Robo. You customize the arms, legs, the body, the guns, the bombs, the little homing devices, all that. And it's just an awesome game. You can play up to 4 players multiplayer. I just started this one the other day. I had no idea this game even existed as a kid. Just found out about this game recently. Had to add it to the collection. I got this one off eBay, talked the seller down to like 45. This goes for like 50 to 60 now. Got it without the manual because it's like 15 bucks more just for the manual, so wasn't gonna do that. The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess, great game. Played it on the Wii back in the day, but I kind of didn't really like the motion controls, so yeah, I had to get the GameCube version, which in my opinion is the true version, original version. And this is a classic game. Probably one of my favorite Zelda games of all time. I got to go back and beat this one because I got really far as a kid, but never quite beat it. I wasn't that good at video games as a kid. The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. This is another one that I really want to play. I love the art style, the shell-shaded graphics, the theme, how you're sailing through the islands and everything. And this one, I think my cousin rented this to play it on my GameCube as a kid. That was when I was like 9, and I really wasn't into Zelda at that age because just was not that good at video games to be doing all that puzzle stuff. Tales of Symphonia. This is one that I purchased recently. Actually, no, got this a couple years back, but never played through it. But I heard this is a really good Tales game, and I have played Tales of Vesperia, so I did want to add this to my collection. And this is still the definitive way to play this game, 60 frames per second. All the other versions of this game are only 30 frames per second, even the new ones. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Now, this is one game that I did beat as a kid, and I want to play through this again and beat both stories. You could play as the dark side, Eggman, Shadow, and them, and then you can play as the cool, you know, the heroic team, Knuckles, Tails, Sonic. I want to go through this game again. The Chow Garden was awesome. I want to see what that's like again. And this one does have a manual. Cool. Haven't exactly played this one recently. Just tested it out, made sure it worked. Got this a few months back, I think. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing through that one again. Sonic Riders, not sure what this goes for now, but this isn't the official case. It's just a kind of low quality reprint in my opinion. The colors are kind of light faded looking. But yeah, this is a racing game. I did play it a couple years back. It seems a little bit difficult though. Shadow the Hedgehog. So this looks like the original artwork and the disc. It's just not in an official GameCube case. It's like a DVD case. This one I played a bit when I got it a couple years ago. It's all right, but I don't know, seemed kind of janky, like a little difficult to play. Now this one here, Donald Duck Going Quackers. If you were a kid in the late 90s, early 2000s and into video games, I'm sure you at least seen this for sale at some kind of store. This game came out like on every platform back in the day, and honestly is a total 3D platformer hidden gem. This is a great game. I've heard people compare it to the Crash Bandicoot games, and I guess it kind of does play like one, but this is a really good 3D platformer, regardless of what system you have to play it on, whether it be PS2, N64, GameCube, PS1. I recommend getting this game in your collection. This is a great game. Alright, next up we have Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. I don't have the bongos, and this isn't the official artwork, but at least it's something. It's a reprint, whatever. I played this a little bit with the GameCube controllers, and it seemed really difficult to play that way. I'm not sure if it'd be easier with the bongos. If anyone's played through this, either way, maybe let me know in the comments. Might have to get the bongos for that one to get the real experience, because I couldn't really do it with the controller. Star Fox Assault. I've heard this one is really underrated. I picked this one up recently. The graphics on this, I was pretty surprised. Look really great for an old 2005 GameCube game. I really want to play through this one. I'm a big fan of Star Fox 64, so I want to give this one a try. Star Fox Adventures is next here. And this isn't a traditional Star Fox game. I hear this one got a lot of hate because it kind of had more like adventure, like you're on foot fighting people and stuff. I heard it's kind of similar to maybe Zelda a little. I don't know if I'm accurate saying that. I think I heard that somewhere. But I've heard that this game is kind of a bit of a hidden gem, that it's actually a really good game, but people hated on it because it switched up the traditional Star Fox formula. Alright, next on the list, 007 Agent Under Fire. Got this one recently for, what is that, 15 bucks. Kind of plays like GoldenEye, kind of old school. The graphics aren't great, but I heard this can be a fun time multiplayer. I don't really play first person shooters, but I figure this one is a good one to start for me. I tried like the first level and it seemed easy enough. So I do look forward to playing through this one. Kind of that old school first person shooter game. Alright, and last on my list of 20 GameCube titles is Battalion Wars. This is a great like real-time strategy. I think this is like a spin-off of Advance Wars, but it's not turn-based. You actually control your troops and get to play as them. You command them, tell them where to go on the battlefield, and it does take strategy in this game because this game does get really difficult the further you progress. I wasn't able to beat it. I guess I kind of gave up. I couldn't grasp the controls as good as I should have, but this one is one that I probably do want to go back and just start from the beginning and see if I can beat it. Doesn't come with the manual, but wow, this costed $13.90 back in 2020 when I bought this. I'm sure this goes for at least like $30 now. It's crazy the way the prices of GameCube games are going up. So let me know in the comments below, what are your favorite games on the GameCube or your favorite memories. I play my GameCube games on a backwards compatible Wii because I've had that since my childhood. I also have an extra backup one if anything goes wrong with that. Thinking about maybe in the future buying an original GameCube just to have that full experience, having a GameCube again. But thanks for watching my video. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.